One, two, one, two, one, two. We are back. What's a podcast? Episode 298, aka it was 65 degrees in February in DC today.
We're gonna take it.
It was okay. I think it's gonna be a really hot summer.
You said what?
It's gonna be a really hot summer.
I mean, I'll take
Really
that.
hate summer.
I hate the cold. I hate the cold, so I'll take the
Yeah,
hot.
I hear you. You talking that talk, but
I'll be in the AC, dog.
yeah, that's cool. I'll be in the AZ, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be a hot
Oh,
summer.
it's not gonna be that hot. Oh, if you're gonna be in AZ, it's gonna be a hot summer. But if you here, it's not gonna be
It's
that
gonna, be
hot.
hot. It's gonna break 100 here. It's
Yeah.
gonna be It's gonna break 100 here.
You think all summer long it's gonna break 100?
I think it's
Or
gonna be
just
hot all
like
summer.
all August?
Nah, I think that June, July, August are gonna be disgusting out here.
It always is, man. It's so fucking humid out here.
Yeah, but I just again, you're talking. It's just so hot. It's 90 in Arizona, so you figure as that moves way east, it's gonna be warm here.
Yeah.
But Sounds from always available. Hashtag Street Where Eddie. I am DJ Jerome Baker the third, and we are here. Let's see, man. If you're following the podcast, and you know that we got our sock samples in the mail. They're on the Instagram. Silent Tom did some nice editing to them, and we're just formulating the. Excuse me, the pricing and the marketing and all that stuff. But socks should be for sale hopefully this time next week. Once we just get the order placed for them, then I think that we will go ahead and hit go on the order. You know what I mean? I think that we have a responsibility to people to keep it nice and honest. And so once we're able to get these socks out, obviously, you know, there is going to be some favoritism. We're not going to lie. If you
Abdul already got 8 pairs of them.
He definitely does not. So that's not happening. This will be a reality check without all that activity.
I need 8 pairs.
You don't though. That's 8 transactions. But everything in that space is just going to be Patreon based. So if you are the highest tier on our Patreon, then the chances of you getting a free pair of socks is the highest possible. One, because of the cost. 2, the amount of units we're selling isn't going to be super crazy. But we do want to give back to those who have given back to us.
That's a fact.
And so, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be a great opportunity. So I have the database. I know everybody who's paying, what they're paying, and the ones who drop the monthly get first priority. So again, if you're listening to this, upgrade your tier.
Okay.
There are going to be multiple different colors of socks. We've got the blank hats coming in as well. So that should be fun. We got somebody who's gonna do the stitching for the hats. So the side quest movements are gonna be good. It's gonna be a nice summer full of What's a Podcast, you know, socks and T-shirts and stuff like that. It's a very cool, smooth process. Again, shout out to Tom for the design of the social media stuff.
Silent Tom.
And shout out to our guy Christian, who's just been helping me put 2 and 2 together on everything. So, but yeah, February 26th, again, 65 degrees. It is what it is, man.
Jerome was not a fan of the weather today, Abdul.
You know, I didn't get out the house much, I'll be honest, because I was just busy doing a million things in the crib. But it seemed like it was really nice, so I stepped out for a few minutes, and it was pleasant. You didn't like it?
It's too early.
It's too early for this type of weather.
You know what I kind of feel you on that is because I only know next week it's gonna go back to freezing, or in a few days, and I just don't like that back and forth. You know what I mean?
It's 41. It's 41 one day next week. Then it's 33 the next.
Right. And I just needed to consistently be at a warmer climate so that I don't get sick.
Well, it's just time to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, the weather is not going to do it for you. But I think it's like
we're talking to the dude that runs like 7 miles every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, bro, that's cool. That's cool. They get sick too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
It's just like,
and you know, I go out there when I do. I've run in 9-degree weather, but I'm prepared for it. It's just the days when you feel like, all right, daytime is going to be nice, but by the time it hits 7 p.m., 8 p.m., it's back down to 21, and you're already out the house because you were dressed for the day, and you get caught out there. That's when you get sick. It's because, you know what I mean? You don't have a jacket on, the weather's already changed, and you're fucked.
Well, I instruct Bella every day, like just for 4 o'clock, because at 4 o'clock you've gone through the cold morning, the highest of noons, and then the low breakdown. Sunset. So whatever's going to be at 4 p.m., that's how you need to dress.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
and wear your jacket. Period.
Wear your jacket every day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, treat your jacket like a crown. Like, I don't need the holes, rips,
right?
Nothing. But yeah, man, we're here. Obviously, the big news today was the Republicans and how they basically ripped their way $880 million from Medicaid, Medicare, and SNAP. Jeez. If you're not familiar with SNAP, SNAP is the program that gives away free lunch.
Oh my God!
So
exactly,
damn,
exactly.
So, you know, and I think what the Republicans weren't prepared for was the amount of coverage that every decision that they make gets.
Yeah.
So every single vote is counted. Every single person is held to task as to why they made this decision. Republicans are against town halls right now because they don't want people coming, uniting in the public to kind of, you know, put it in their chest.
Yeah.
So that's really, really sad. And the money that they're giving is tax breaks for, I think, 800 billionaires or something like that. This is also, what is this? This is on the heels of them. I don't know if you guys saw the video they posted in which the United States has rebuilt Gaza as this.
That's AI generated, though, isn't it?
It is AI generated, but he posted it.
The point is that he posted it and he's trying to make it a real thing.
Yeah.
So like he's trying to turn Gaza into Miami, basically.
Yeah.
To this waterfront.
He's turning it into like
Miami.
No, I mean like Tel Aviv, like pretty much the other side.
Whatever waterfront.
Yeah.
Kingdom. He has video of himself there in a bikini with.
He really posted that.
Yes, he posted it on.
I saw that. Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's not like it's no games, no gimmicks out here now, for real. I think that people knew he was bringing a certain amount of.
He's ridiculous, man.
He was bringing.
The thing is, he's never lied about who he is. He's been telling everybody about what his intentions were,
and he's done everything he said he was going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
we're trying to.
Well, the first 100 days for the Republicans is a blitz. It's part of the Project 2025.
Yeah.
Plan, and they're just trying to blitz you with everything. Now
they're doing it.
There have been some federal courts that have fought back. There is a young woman, Jasmine Crockett, who has seen her star rise amazingly over the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see, they're going to be embarrassed by the World Gay Parade is here this year or something, like it's in DC. So that's gonna go against a lot of what they put out there. I think the Olympics are in LA next year.
Yeah.
next year, this year. And so they were saying how the United States travel system is not prepared to have an event such as the Olympics. The Olympics is in all of North America. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So they were saying how the U.S. travel system. So there are going to be L's handed their way. But as of right now, they're just in a full blitz mode, and it's really making and also people lose their jobs by the tons,
Who,
7,000.
who do they think is going to help set up everything for the Olympics? If you're chasing all the Latin people out the country,
They'll
who's
find
gonna,
out.
who's going to set those Olympic stadiums and stuff?
They're gonna find out. They may not care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know Torre. I don't know if you guys follow Torre,
Which Tory? The rapper or the journalist?
the journalist. So he basically was saying how he's spoken to a couple of people who feel like we're already in a dictatorship.
Yeah.
He's spoken to a couple of people who say we're not going to have an election in 2028, which I don't
won't
think
be
that's
surprised,
true.
but I mean, he's going to be like 84, 85 years old in 2028, which
But
is the only thing that we have going for ourselves.
The decline has to be, I think, really significant.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying we're almost in a dictatorship now, as the media is also, Jeff Bezos, who owns the Washington Post, fired his chief editor or forced the dude to resign because he said all opinion pieces that are done by the Washington Post should only be talking about the free markets and things like that, which, just kind of follow the narrative of what this administration's been doing.
Yeah.
And they said once that happens, once the media kind of follows suit of what the administration is preaching, then it's a sign that you're already in a dictatorship.
And there's like seven media publications who are not allowed into the White House anymore.
No, I thought they cut out the whole White House press room. They're no longer answering questions.
No, they're choosing who they want it to be, but
Got
certain newspapers had to turn their credentials, and basically it's anybody who tells the truth.
Yeah,
Anybody who's spoken
it's
truthfully.
crazy. Yeah, protect your neck, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be.
Wu-Tang told us.
You have to be very smart out here. You have to be.
This shit is crazy.
But I think people didn't expect this to happen because it's big bad America.
Yeah.
And I think you have so many people who are like, "Hey, man, I'm older. It doesn't matter to me. I've already lived through X, Y, Z. I've moved to Florida. I've moved to Texas. I've moved to wherever," and they just didn't care.
Right.
And so now it's like, well, you didn't care, but you've left a mess. And you're not out of here right now.
Start to affect them too.
I hope it does greatly to them because, like, this Medicare thing is real, right? So, like,
yep,
there's people I know who this morning were like, I don't know if my kid has insurance anymore. They're saying that rural hospitals and nursing homes are going to be the first medical facilities to shut down.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Kamala Harris's speech at I think it was the NAACP Awards?
Mm-mm.
Man, I did. She said, it's time to get busy.
She gave a very heartwarming and heartfelt speech. And I mean, in a lot of ways, it was a, I try to tell you all speech. And in other ways, it was we got to get up and fight speech. So very, very presidential speech. It's unfortunate we don't, based on everything we're seeing now, that we don't have her in office because it's crazy. I mean,
but it's reality, and like I don't feel bad for people who voted for this to happen. I don't feel bad for the parents or the sons of daughters or the like. I was a Zionist, and now I am, because of their relationships. Now I'm being situated next to him. Like everybody knew what this was before the election.
I know, and I wrote something like that today as well. But I mean, the more I think about it, it's unfortunate that those people's fuck up is not just affecting them. We're also caught up in their fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean? So
is
the
the
sad
time.
thing is, yeah, no, I mean, the thing is that we can blame them, except we also have to pay for it as well.
Correct, but I think it's the time to. If you haven't separated from those people,
Yes,
it
correct.
is the time to separate from those people.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
100%.
and I don't think your relation excuse me, I don't think your relationship with them should matter. So whether it's your parents, whether it's your brother, whether it's your cousin,
Yeah,
next door neighbor,
move
58
on.
years, keep it moving, keep
Keep
it
it
pushing.
moving.
Yeah.
Favorite
Out of there.
clothing designer, favorite rapper, favorite
Yeah.
XYZ.
Yeah.
Um, because it's like, it's whack.
There's a lot of
Supreme
them out there, man.
CNN just published this. It just popped. Headline just popped up on my watch, so I'll read it. Supreme Court pauses order for Trump administration to pay $2 billion in foreign aid by midnight. Uh, Paused a court imposed that would have required. Oh, so this is a pro-Trump.
Yeah,
This is saying,
algorithm's fucked up.
no. So the headline was a little bit deceiving, but it says Chief Justice John Roberts on Wednesday paused a imposed midnight deadline that would have required the Trump administration to release $2 billion in frozen foreign aid. And what they're saying is the Supreme Court has said that the Trump administration doesn't need to pay that $2 billion in foreign aid.
There you
And
go.
that's what happened by him stacking the Supreme Court. Another
Right,
thing that
and
none of these people that voted for him thought about that. They were just so stupid to not even think that, yo, homie already got the Supreme Court the way he wants. He already put in the most amount of white judges in federal lifetime federal courtship positions as judges forever. He already got every judge stacked.
Jeez.
And you're gonna
I
put
mean,
him back in
think
office.
about
knowing
it,
what
like
he's gonna do.
it has to come down to some really hard decision making for people, which it shouldn't be that hard of decision making, right? If you know that he's being who he is, making the decisions and making people suffer, then you need to separate from those people.
Yeah, if you're okay with everything he's been doing,
Then you're a buster,
Yeah.
right? And number two, I mean, like, it's gonna get ugly at some point.
I mean, this is just the fucking start of it, dog.
This is ugly. Like, it's still not violent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, like I think there's gonna be violence. I think we didn't talk about it, but the black militia in Ohio, the black township that like organized extremely quickly against a militia full of white guys.
Yeah.
And
How did that go? How did that end up?
the white dudes turned around and left
They got him out of there. Good.
because the black people showed up, registered gun owners. I wish you would.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in a situation like that, truthfully, I wish that it would have gotten to a point because then at least
Somebody got smoked.
well, then at least you physically lose one or more people who support Trump.
Well, then you also set like a tone too, where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
But at that point, then it's like, yo, you're.
but it's already been on site the other way anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But if you're armed, I'm armed.
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. Yeah,
them dudes were throwing the N word around like it was
Of
nothing.
course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
And,
But
and
the thing about that too is that, at this point you can't be upset by that.
I think that it gives you, as as a black person, if you hear a white person say it, it could potentially give you the fear of being attacked because you are verbally being attacked.
Correct.
It's a hate term, and then you potentially might have the right to self-defense because if they're willing to say that, I'm scared.
Yeah,
You're
but I
scared.
think if you defend yourself, you probably yeah. I mean, it's a you should be able to defend yourself for that, but that should
Yeah,
just get,
because
you
who
just
wants
get
to
trouble.
wait? And as a black person, who wants to wait and see what comes after that?
Well, the thing is that it's the sort of like you can tell when somebody has a real meaning behind it, and you can tell when it's just a drunk white boy, right? Now, if they have some real hate behind it, then we have to chart you. Then you have to
Right. You got
address the
You gotta
situation
address it, yeah.
very quickly, though. Very
and
quickly.
that was these people in Ohio. I mean, they were there to spread hate speech.
They loked up immediately.
They got them out the
I'm
way.
talking about them black people caught wind of what was going on. You had women in the streets, Glock, shotguns, hold on.
Mhm.
Did the white dudes have guns or no?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
guns.
They were walking around with
Yeah.
guns too.
They were on top of the overpass with guns, with AKs and like
AR-15.
automatic weapons.
But then when things hit the fan for them, it became, oh, we get a police escort out of here. We get an XYZ. Like, the black people were not scared. They weren't fearful.
Yeah, good.
At that
There's
point,
only-
at
now,
that
mind
point
you,
you can't be, man.
There's only 60% of white people. That's the majority in this country. It's 60% white. You have 13% blacks. That's 73%. You have 37% other. However, we learned that the other ain't the other. The other ain't the homie.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the other is not the homie.
Nah.
And
What's that term? Not all
not all skin folk are kinfolk.
kinfolk. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
That's real.
you need the other to be the homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not just talking about like we get where Cuban Miamians, we get where they're coming from. Their level of ignorance is one.
I
thing.
still
Or
don't.
like-
But
or we
I
get
don't-
where like Orlando or
I don't
Tampa,
think the Mexicans.
but that's what I'm saying. The Mexicans,
yeah.
right? But see, here's the thing about it: the Mexicans possess a level of self-hate that is so crazy that for the most part, what I've read is every Mexican has African in them because there were a ton of Africans that were dropped off in Mexico
Yep.
during the slaves.
Where you think Belize is, dog?
Come on, when you see these
I mean,
Mexicans,
Cuba too. Cuba
But
too.
no, but
Yeah.
Belize
further
is
past that.
stuck on Mexico.
But I look at like when you see these Mexican images from the past, these statues, and the statues have like big noses. That's not a mestizo Indian thing.
Yeah.
That's comes from Nigeria.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that people need to realize, like, hey, man, the 37% got to come together because the 88 and the 92, we did our job. You feel me? And this nightmare is not going worse. I mean, we can pray all day. I pray every day about everything.
Me too.
But are we really praying? Are we like damn, I hope homie passes out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little
Hope
bit.
some, I hope some white dude loses his job at the IRS and gets on top of and knows the tunnels and knows how. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's crazy out here, man.
It is
So,
crazy. Crazy.
Again, man, if you're, and obviously we're at the free mark, but if you're a part of just not, if you just, to me, you're either with them or you're not, and you're with them if you support Russia, if you're with them if you know what I'm saying, in certain instances, and you're not if you're not.
You're a Zionist.
Yeah, if you're not. Like, don't come at me with the BS. You know what I'm saying? What's the podcast?